that hates the heat, doesn't like the cold. Well, we've got a variety that's super hardy, that loves extreme temperatures and will bloom and bloom and bloom for you. There are 4-piece Everblooming Shasta Daisy collection, and our gardening expert, Philip Watson, he is here to tell us more about them. So,
good morning.
Good morning.
Happy day to you.
I know, it's our growing season, so now's the time to start planting.
And the happiest flower of all has got to be the Shasta Daisy. It's the first flower you knew how to draw in kindergarten. Everybody drew the daisy as this beautiful one with the sunny face to it like this, and the beautiful white petals. But the Shastas used to only bloom in early summer. After it got to be hot, they just finished. They went dormant, that was it. These are day neutral, which means that they will bloom all summer long, perpetually. These are perpetual perennials. They never stop blooming and they come back every year.
Well, these are going to be a set of 4 in the white. And you were saying the white is important for our gardens.
It brightens the whole area, makes everything look fresh, particularly in August when things are starting to look a little bit tired. You got these white flowers that just completely illuminate. You've also got a great set of cut flowers. You always have these to cut and bring inside. And this looks nice. You know, when it's hot and dry and tired looking, these look bright and fresh because it looks like spring in August. And they come back and this is the look you can expect to have in your garden. Whether it's in pots or in the ground, they only get 24 inches tall.
So very manageable.
Quite.
Don't get out of hand.
Yes.
Remember, you're getting 4. So let's show everybody, what do they get when these arrive?
Well, you'll get 4 of these. This is the way they arrive. Nice big plants. Look at this, already budded up. So they're going to bloom like crazy this year. The second year, your plants will be as large as what I'm showing here. Follow your growing guides and use your bud and flower booster, which is very easy to use. But good, well-rooted plants. See, got a nice root system here. They'll all be labeled. You'll get a growing guide that tells you all about them. It is the finest of all of the white daisies, the hardiest of all the white daisies, and the longest blooming.
So really, it's all of the good.
Yes.
Without all of the work and maintenance.
Right.
And so you said that we can expect this look season 2.
Yes.
And so when we plant this, is this just 1 plant per pot?
That's correct. There's one plant per pot, but at 24 inches tall, if you want to mix them in with your daylilies, it's a great way to brighten the daylilies, which tend to be more of the earthy colors. The white draws your eye to everything. This is what I call the illuminator for the garden.
I love it. We were talking before the show. I said, so it's kind of like the highlighter in makeup. This is going to help, like you said, illuminate, highlight, and really just help to bring the most out of our flowers in our gardens.
And you can see them at night. That's what I like. If you've got a lot of flowers that have darker colors or richer colors, the white flowers will draw your eye to the others. It's like the footlights. You know, the models don't get noticed unless the footlights are turned on. These are the footlights for everything else, and a great source of cut flowers, non-stop blooms. And where other Shastas fall apart after it gets to be hot, these are rocking in August in Mississippi.
So here we're seeing just kind of the cottage. This is Cottage Farms?
No, this is at Cottage Farms. This is where we go for the trial gardens, and we we meet with the plant breeders, and they tell us about what new is on the market and everything, and we're looking at all of that. And this is what we do. We look at what they've got, the best they have to offer, and we make our choices. But we wanted something that blooms all the time because our customers said, we love the idea of something that has a long bloom period. And so in the beginning, we had things that rebloomed, but that means they rest in between bloomings. Then we have this category of perennials called perpetuals, which means there's no break. The show goes on all the time. There's no intermission.
So that's where these are ever-blooming.
Ever-blooming.
So you'll always have beautiful flowers.
And great foliage, great. And so all the way down, nice lustrous foliage and beautiful daisy flowers. These are the ones that your kids will love. Cut and bring them inside. I saw the beautiful sheet sets that were on. You got your brand new fresh sheets. Why not have a little bouquet of these on the nightstand beside it? It's done.
Well, you're getting your 4-piece set, your collection, for $38.72. Shipping and handling is already is free, standard shipping and handling. And speaking of which, if I am a novice gardener, how do I know when I put them in the ground or when's the best time to plant?
Well, the plants will arrive when it's perfectly safe to plant in your area, so you don't need to worry about that at all.
So when they show up on my doorstep, then it's time.
Then it's time to plant. And also, the more sun you give these, the more they're going to bloom. You'll have your growing guide, so save your growing guide and take care of it that way. And it's just good to go. And because these are perennials, they're guaranteed for an entire year. I mean, who does that? Also, you can go to the nursery and you'll find Shasta daisies, but these bloom all the time. The daisies you find in the nursery bloom only in early summer. When it gets to be hot, they give it up. You know, a lot of us just go inside when it gets to be too hot. But these will just perform beautifully in Mississippi, in Maine. Also, I use them in gardens in Aspen, Colorado. I design gardens there.
So from the cold temperatures to the hottest, this particular variety of Shasta Daisy loves it all. So if you, like me, I want to see the flowers as much as possible. That's what you're going to get with this collection. So we're going to show you our zone map. So you were kind of breaking down, you could see where your state is on the map and approximately when these flowers will arrive.
Right, pick your area of the country out, match it to your box off to the right-hand side of the dates when the plants were shipped. It's just a heads up of when they're going to arrive. But when it arrives, open the boxes up. Be sure to save that growing guide. And also you might want to pick up our bud and flower booster, which is a good way to get these to grow even faster. And then you will have flowers all summer. These beautiful white daisy flowers all summer for years and years to come. It performs like an annual, but it's a perennial.
So as far as maintenance, anything special that we'll need to do?
Just keep them evenly watered. The more sun you give them, the more blooms you're going to have. And that's the kind of look, if you like that wildflower garden, and say if you've got cone flowers already, that's a great thing to mix in with your cone flowers or any of the other daisy flowers. The children love the daisies. If you send them out to a garden and there's every kind of flower out there, they will pick the daisies first, every time.
They, you know, like you said, they're happy with those yellow centers. M43613 is your item number. And you've been mentioning the growing guide.
Yes.
Philip, this is a great resource. When I get my growing guides, I just throw them in a little box in one of my cabinets. And so I just, you know, kind of, it's like a little library of growing guides. I just hold on to them. I mean, it tells you everything you need to know. That's why I keep mine, because
and you can call
I always have questions. Okay, we can.
Yes, absolutely. We have qualified people down there. They actually are not going to say, well, I really don't know the answer to that. You won't get that. We have qualified people working down at Cottage Farms, and we're happy to hear from you, and we're happy to answer any questions that you might have. But this is the easiest of the easy as far as the daisy flowers go. You will love these. It's been enormously popular, and finally it's back.
Well, these are the first quantities of the season, finally available.
Yes.
Free standard shipping and handling. You're going to get 4 plants in your collection. So we did 1 plant per pot here. So your collection could look like this by season 2.
Yes, indeed.
Well, Philip Watson, a pleasure as always. When will we see you next?
I have got a 2 to 4 p.m. show with Miss Jill Bauer this afternoon.
Oh, very good. Well, we'll make sure to tune in and see what we have this season. But Dan, he is standing by with another idea.
We've got a top find for you. If you are an individual who has ever had